Okay, that's good.
Okay.
So let me make sure I didn't write it down. You're probably going to have to remind me, but
That's okay. I
you got
understand.
your letters
Yes, I got my letters.
from. We have Kathleen, and then
Yeah,
uh,
Kathleen was Jill's mom. So when she died, Jill got some letters.
right, and then Jill got the letters, and you did those first,
Yes.
and then you got more letters from
Virginia
Virginia, and then now which Virginia Van
is Gould's
Andel?
granddaughter.
Gould's granddaughter. Okay. And then did you got more letters from anyone?
I think I got some from Cynthia.
Cynthia,
Cynthia
that's
had
right.
a
And
little bit, not all.
Cynthia's last name is
Cynthia Beard Elmer,
right. And then she is the,
daughter of Kathleen.
oh, a daughter of Kathleen.
Yes. And you know what? I totally forgot about another family.
Oh,
And they actually live here in Seattle, on Lopez Island.
oh,
So this came from John Butte.
uh-huh.
It was actually John Butt, Butt.
Uh-huh.
They changed it to Butte.
Makes sense.
Yeah, so he is Marjorie's daughter, also known as Money.
Right. I
So
remember Marjorie and Monty, but
yes,
John is
Money's son.
Monty's son. Okay.
Yes, and Marjorie slash Monty is Kathleen's sister. So one
Right.
of the daughters of Willard and Ellen. So they also sent me some letters. And also, I think from them, I got one of the diaries, like a travel diary from him.
Oh,
So, and they had me go ahead and donate those to you. So that's
great.
all part of it. Yeah, that's all part of it.
Well, I'm always thrilled to hear that the original letters are at Yale, but I have
Yes,
to say the thing I am mostly thrilled about is the fact that you put in all that amazing hard work that must have taken hours and days and months,
years.
years.
Yes.
And I'm talking about the letters in the book
Yes.
in the context of how we discovered Kuliang.
Hmm.
Because I don't know if I told you this, but when Peter and I visited, of course, that's where he spent his first summer. He was 2 months old or something, 3 months old, maybe. Um, yeah, we went to visit Fuzhou to see his, because we'd been in China, we were in China for 30 years.
Wow.
So we went to Fuzhou because we really hadn't been there in 2015, and then we retired in 2017. So we needed to get there. Don wanted us to spread his ashes there.
Okay.
And well, half is with Helen in Wisconsin. Half went to China to go into the Min River.
Sure.
And um, so when we went there, we were trying to find their house on Kuliang.
Yes.
And we didn't find it. We got to Kuliang in the post office. There was an old map that had
Okay.
been blown up, and it
Hmm.
had the houses and the numbers, but no
Hmm.
name list.
Okay. Okay.
And that was really sad for us because, you can't find your old house with a name list. But of course, through the years from 85 all the way up to 1950, the houses were sold or changed.
Sure.
And
Sure.
different people rented them. And,
Yes.
so we would have never found our house anyway.
Right.
So we were looking for the house and they had nothing, no information. So that's when I decided to go ahead and do all my work
Okay.
because I wanted to know where our family house was.
Okay.
And when I started looking for Kuliang online, using every trick I knew how to do, I found about 35 or 40 websites that had something mentioned. And the sad thing was, like some of them were just listings, so and so and so and so are on Kuliang this summer. but there was nothing. And really, the only good things that I could find online were the beard letters.
Okay.
So they were the actual beginning of all of our information. And there were some things like the swimming pool, which it took us a year to figure out, because they had quite a few swimming pools. Not really, but there was an old one up on top of the mountain. Then in the 30s, they made a new one. And all we could see, there was no evidence of a swimming pool up there, but we could see the rectangular pool that was done in the 30s
Okay.
by the foreign community and the Chinese government.
Okay. Okay.
Wasn't just the foreign community.
Okay.
And there were, it was all so confusing, but we did get hints from the Beard letters about, he has one paragraph about how the pool used to belong to two businessmen from Europe. And then when they left Fuzhou, they sold it to Willard for X amount of money. And then he got five other families,
To invest, to put
the
money in,
yeah, to put money
maintain
in,
it.
and they tidied it up. But it was made of stones.
Right. Right.
And we're just now dealing with it. I've tried to get them to plant flowers because one spring we went there and there were wildflowers blooming in the area where the pool had been,
Oh,
right?
interesting.
And it was so gorgeous. And I said, gee, maybe we could just mark the pool by planting flowers because there's no pool there anymore.
Right. They
It's
probably use
actually
the rocks or the for something else.
it's actually buried. The
Oh,
pool
is it?
is
Okay.
buried.
Okay. That makes
Um,
sense over time. Yeah.
yeah, so they are doing something. They're putting hydrangeas in
Oh, nice.
because hydrangeas are a foreign thing that was brought by the foreigners to China.
Okay. Okay. So there
And
you
it's not a local Chinese flower, so they're filling it with hydrangeas.
that's wonderful. That's wonderful.
Isn't that great?
That's one thing I love living in Seattle is we have hydrangeas. In the South, no. No, no, no. So
Yeah, we have hydrangeas in Rhode Island,
I bet, yes, I'm sure. I'm
but not
sure.
here. We're in Arizona with daughter number
Oh,
two, Charlotte.
you're, yeah. Now
And
is she the one that does the little the dolls and the animals?
that's a number one daughter.
Okay, got it. Got it. Yes. They're fun.
They're very sweet. She has a new set out. We call them kitty potatoes or bear potatoes. They're the
Okay.
potato dollies because they're just for babies. And you can grab onto them like a potato.
I will have to look through it, and I need to order some from her. I've
Um,
I've watched from afar. I'm she's on my I follow her, and they're just precious. But now I have a granddaughter, of course, so that would be fun. And
well,
yeah.
she does another kind of bunny that is very long and thin, and it has
Hmm.
very long and thin arms and legs, and they're wonderful for teething.
Okay.
If your granddaughter's in the teething,
She's got all her front teeth and some molars. She's 15 months old now.
right.
So yeah, but yeah, she and yeah, I could, as grandmothers, we could go on and on. So I'm not going to bore you with my granddaughter stories. But anyway,
Oh.
yes. So anyway, you're in Arizona right now,
With the
and how
daughter
long?
that doesn't have children.
Okay, and how long will you be there? Do you know?
Well,
Or
Peter's been diagnosed with Parkinson's,
I remember you said that
and
yesterday.
we're here to get his treatment, acupuncture and herbal medicine treatment. We'll be here probably through March, sometime in March, or I don't know when we're actually going back. The doctor is going to Taiwan for 3 weeks.
Oh, okay.
So we might just go home then
Mm-hmm.
and see how the treatments hold. And then we'll come back maybe in May or something to spend a little time here before we go back to China this summer.
Oh,
We
okay,
will be
yes.
going, and um, it may be, Willard Beard sits at his desk
I've seen that.
in the Cultural Museum near the parking lot,
Okay.
and I I really wanted to try to honor, some of the Kuliang families. It would be awfully nice if you could be there.
I know.
Um, and drag Gould along because I think he'd be really happy.
Or Mark. Yeah, Mark's my husband. Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yes. Yeah.
Ivan Gould.
That's okay. That's okay. I get the names and the generations all mixed up. And it's like, who, where are we in time?
I know,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Yes, get
Yes.
Mark back there because once he sees it, I think he'd be very um, touched
Sure.
and
Sure.
impressed.
Sure. Yeah.
So, anyway,
Well, we're at this point still trying to figure out our life and
yeah, I know.
which direction it's going
I
and
know.
all.
I
So
know.
yeah, life, life.
I know. Um, so let me just see. When you think about, I want to ask you a few more questions. When you
Sure.
think about the letters,
Hmm.
was there anything that when you think about them and you get a memory or a vision or something,
Hmm.
what is that? Like, I don't know.
Oh, good question. Wow.
You just think of working, or you think I mean, you've kind of said it already. You talked about how you lived back in that time with them.
Yes, and I that's what I would have to say. I in my mind, I'm seeing a lot of words on pages and a black and white world that no longer exists. Oh gosh, so many things because it encapsulated such a long period of time
It
and
really
so many
was.
things in history
Yep.
that went on at that time, and also so many people
Yeah.
as for instance, the children as they grew up and became adults, and just oh gosh, there is one person who stands out in my mind who is Chinese, is Ding Ming Wang. And he was early on. And there is a lot of mention of him early on. Such an amazing looking, handsome man in his Chinese clothing. The quality of the photograph could be today, and you could just put him in today's time. Good
Wow.
looking man, Ding Ming Wang, Uong, I believe it
Right.
is.
Right.
So yes, he just looks like he could
Who
be a modern man, just wearing.
who was he to the family?
He became one of the Chinese preachers that yeah, and so he worked alongside Willard.
Does it
Um,
have any description of him in the letter?
oh, I'm sure it does. Multiple letters. Yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. So just Google him or search him, and you'll
Well, I'll
find.
look in the letters.
Exactly, because that's where he would be. Now, at some point, he doesn't mention him as often. I suppose Willard got
Yeah.
other responsibilities and he was doing his thing. I did see a mention later on because always wondered whatever happened to him, But and did he have children? I think he did. But yeah, he may have had a couple wives, at different separate times. I'm just not sure. So I always did wonder what happened to him because he was just such a striking looking man.
And he was connected. I
Yeah.
mean, just because he was handsome wouldn't exactly be a reason. There must have been something more than that. I mean, well, you were reading about him.
Yeah. Oh, yes. I was reading about him, and he was probably one of the first Chinese at the beginning of the letters that was so talked about a lot in the letters and worked alongside Willard. So that was my first impression was this man.
I have to tell you, because we now have such great media and stuff, if you can come to Kuliang, we can probably arrange for you to meet his descendants.
Oh my goodness. I hope everything worked out okay. You know, my concern is how did his family fare um, after all the missionaries left in the 40s? You know, what happened then to a lot of these people?
Wasn't the 40s. Well, they left in the 50s. That things
50s.
were okay until 58 when the anti-rightist campaign began. And then especially in 66 when the Cultural Revolution began. So
Right.
probably
Right.
things were pretty much okay for him until 66, but he would have been gone.
Right. Right. So I do wonder, you know, whatever. Yeah. It just he just struck me and the quality of the photo, but there's so much more, and with Mary um, and Flora, you know, in the Peking. So I'm not only learning about Fuzhou but the
Beijing,
Peking
yeah.
area, and I know one time Mary was supposed to go to Mongolia,
It's
and
right up north.
I kept thinking, oh, oh, I can't wait to read those letters. She got dysentery and couldn't go. It's like, no, no, I wanted to read that. Rats. But they traveled around a lot. They took advantage of and went to the various summer places.
Yeah.
There's cool.
Beidahe on
The
the
what
beach.
what?
Beidahe on the beach near
Oh,
Qing.
oh, okay. Say that again.
Beidahe.
Okay. See, I always called it Pei Tai Ho.
You can call it that.
Daco. Okay, yeah, you have
I
that
speak Chinese.
pronunciation. Yes, you do.
Yeah.
There was also one. Okay, it's Liang and Kuling.
Yes, cooling.
Kuling.
Cooling started 10 years after Kuliang. And it
Hmm.
was given that name because they thought it was cute.
Okay, Kuling.
Cooling. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
and then
it's
there was another one too.
Mogan
Uh,
Shan.
yes, that's
Mogan
it.
Shan. Mogan
Okay.
Shan.
Yes, that one too.
And there's another one, but it's not used. People don't. It was very small. So
So yeah, you're taking me back in time to my black and white world.
you can remember so much. It's amazing.
Oh, but you know, like I said, it's and I've been away from it for so long, especially living here in Seattle because my our computer's down there
Yeah.
and all that. So and I've been just living the Seattle life while we wait to see our next thing. I will probably end up in the Fort Worth area to be around our granddaughter, and then we'll combine everything. But that's such a huge undertaking. Brain wise and physically wise. So I am away from all that information. So it kind of clouds over. And again, there's just so much information. The details are
Yep.
just, and then I've got the other side of the family with all that amazing story too. So,
Well, you've done a fabulous job. I should probably go now.
okay.
We promised Charlotte and Josh we take the recycle to the park
Oh,
and
okay.
smash the bottles and dump
Okay.
and if we don't get going, we may not have enough time. So
All right.
thank you
Wonderful
so much.
talking to you.
Oh, it's been great. And what I